Hi, y'all. My phone says hello to you too, Vortex. Listen to this awesome ringtone. That's the best part. Oh my god. You need to leave. I know I do. I had to listen to it one more time. Let's see. Donald Trump desperately keeps trying to send me messages in order to give money to his campaign, and I refuse to do it because that motherfucker already has money. He has a lot of fucking money. Why does he need my fucking money? At least Bernie asked me nicely. Hi. Got a small favor to ask of you. That was pretty spot on. I know, dude. Bernie's easy. He's an old Jewy dude who's fucking adorable. He's absolutely adorable. I love Bernie Sanders. I really do. I don't agree with him in the slightest, but I love him. He yells a lot, though. He's a socialist. They all yell, apparently. Yeah, they do. They really do. I wonder if I can go. Be careful. I realize that it's probably not smart for me to be, like, driving around right now. Because I'm just, like, really fucked up. Oh, you are, though. That's no joke. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for making that happen. That was scary. I hate it when I have to cross and I don't know, like, what's gonna happen. If I'm gonna die, somebody's gonna hit me, it's gonna be my fault or their fault. It's probably gonna be mine. I know that part. Fuck. This is a scary time for everybody, apparently. There's like a big ass truck in front of me that's got a bunch of giant tubes. They look like they're strapped in, but who really knows? Yeah, at any point those things could go flying, which they look like they could do. Pretty quickly, actually. I strapped the baby Vortex in, though. I strapped you into your car seat, so you can't see this monstrosity in front of me. But it is very fucking scary, dude. Like, really, really fucking scary. You're also high, so anything is, like, gonna bewilder you right now, you know? It's like, whoa. He's got those things strapped in pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty serious truck. Still, you know, shit happens all the time. I'm gonna close that. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, before my phone rudely interrupted, I was gonna tell y'all I went to my sanctuary. Trying to get myself back into the routine of doing stuff. But honestly, like, doing stuff is really, really hard to do. Doing stuff is really hard to do. That's so clever. Well, you know, doing stuff that's like the mark of productivity. You know, like I write these lists down. I've done this shit my whole life, where I write down all these lists, and they're not just lists about like stuff I need to do that day. It's just like a list of like all kinds of shit. Like I remember one time I had a sponsor in a 12-step program called Alcoholics Anonymous, and she asked me to do a gratitude list. And boy, did she regret that assignment, because that gratitude list that I did was like 50 pages long. I mean, I am a very serious person, so like I'm funny because I'm so serious. I get sad. I get sad about a lot of shit. And my sadness makes me have to be funny in order to combat my negative feelings. So, just let you know where I'm at over here. Sadness. Like I was thinking about, you know, like whenever you make any kind of decision to do something, or like I'm gonna work this job, or I'm gonna do these drugs, or I'm not gonna do those drugs, or I'm gonna go out with this person, or I'm not gonna date anybody anymore. Like, when you do that, Jesus Christ, what? People behind me, they have a crazy ass haircut. Like, it's like a Scottie Pippen haircut. Scared me though, because they pulled up like right behind me. I thought they were gonna hit me. No, they're confused. They're trying to get ahead in life and they can't do it because they're behind too many slowpokes. Sometimes that happens. So that's the thing. You can't control other people, unfortunately. I mean, well, I am fortunate, but then again, it would be nice every so often, you know. Every so often, if you just had a remote control and you could just fucking hit a button and change somebody's decision-making process, you know, that could be cool. That'll be like an invention for the future. I'm sure they'll feature that in like the new iPhone, you know? Of course, they'll promise you can change the world. Oh, that's cool. There's this truck in front of me that's got his license plate says cryptic. Ooh. That's exciting. Well, I always get excited when I see like a license plate that's like interesting. You know? I always wanted a vanity plate. But my problem is, and this is a problem I had on Facebook, is that I could never figure out, like I could definitely foresee this problem on Twitter. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to say on my vanity plate, you know? That's real serious. Because you're driving around, everybody's gonna fucking see that shit, so it's gotta be good. And you're spending money on it. I think it's like 35 bucks. Because it's like, I come up with one, and I'd be like, that's really clever. But then I come up with one that's even more clever 10 minutes later. And then I've wasted $35 on a shitty ass vanity plate when it could have been better, you know? I'm just thinking ahead, y'all. That's why I feel like I don't make a lot of decisions, because like I'm very, okay, it's 4:54, I got it, fine, I'll be like 10 minutes late, the worst. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, considering lately you've been like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Yeah, dude, I'm getting back up there, I'm getting back up to 30. Because I remember distinctly the last time I clocked in at 5:28. And I told my manager, I was like, look, could you please put me on schedule at 6 instead of 5? It's just easier. Because when she didn't put me on the schedule at 6, I actually was getting here on time. Sometimes I was getting here early. Yeah, but you know when she puts you on at 6, it's going to be the same fucking problem. I mean, I don't know why you think 6 is magic number. It ain't, but yeah, you're right. Did y'all hear that sound? That kind of sounded like a plane going down. But it was a truck, apparently. It was on the other side of the street, though, so that's good. I don't have to deal with all that shit. I try to make noises that I hear. I try to, like, imitate. Some I can get, some I can't. The same with my impressions, you know? I'm not, like, trying to be an impressionist or anything like that. I just find it funny to mimic other people. There's some politicians I could do really well. Like, I can do Bernie Sanders really well because I actually like him. I can't do Hillary that well because I don't like her. I think she's fucking evil. So, it's really hard for me to do an impression of her, which is why I think comedy is tanking. Because all these people doing impressions of Trump, you know, like Alec Baldwin, for example, there's so much animosity that it's like, you can see that. Like, the animosity seems to be the fucking comedy, which is why I like to take a step back because I know I'm too angry to do it sometimes. But, thanks to the cannabis, I feel like I'm just finally, like, leveling out. Like, whatever, man. People want things to be a certain way, they're gonna be that way. It's like the cool thing. I love talking about libertarianism, you guys. It's one of my favorite subjects. I think it's way more of a philosophy than it is, like, a political thing. It's just sort of like, you know, I can't control shit, so I can control myself, and I'm gonna try to make the most out of what I have. I'm gonna work really hard. I'm not gonna fuck with anybody. Hopefully they ain't gonna fuck with me. If they do, we're ready, but, you know, up until then, you know, you go your way, I'll go mine. A lot of people think that's so selfish, like the individualist path. I don't even see it as individualist. It's just, you know, I'm not gonna bother people. You know, if I'm not gonna bother people, why the fuck should people bother me? You know? But I really do believe that you know, you get what you put out. So if you know, are a dramatic person, like, that's just always gonna be like what you get in your life, you know? Like, naturally, I surround myself with dramatic people. I don't have drama in my life personally. Like, I create a bunch of bullshit. But I still gotta show you that the wall that I hit. I hit my fucking wall coming into my house. It's like right outside my garage. And that's exactly what we're gonna do with Trump's wall once he builds it. I guess that would be a way to defeat ICE. Just crash directly into the wall. That'd be funny though. You get enough, like, crazy ANQUEEFA people. Sorry, I have to do that every time I say ANQUEEFA. What a disappointment you are to your parents, ANQUEEFA. You gotta make fun of, like, the stupid protesters, you guys. I'd say ANQUEEFA is probably the worst one on the left. On the right, they don't really make scenes, like, until, like leftist protesters get there. It seems like they just want peaceful protests. Like, they made it seem like, oh, the Tea Party was, like, violent shit. The Tea Party is just a bunch of, like, angry white people. Like, they're like old, and people think they're racist and shit. I'm like, no, they're not racist. I mean, well, some of them probably are, but they just want lower taxes, man. That's crazy that, like, it's just crazy how they spin everything. I mean, like, if you saw, like, a protest was, like, Tea Party, it's nowhere near the scene that, like, any leftist protest is. Like, just look that shit up, man. That's evidence. It's pure evidence. It's like, yeah, when I think of the Tea Party, I think of, like, some 70-year-old. It's like, build that wall, you know, like, that's who I think about. So it's like, that just doesn't seem that threatening to me. Maybe I'm just not threatened by that shit. Just like I'm not really threatened by ANQUEEFA. I'm just not going to Seattle anytime soon. Until they clear all that shit up. I used to really want to go to Seattle, mainly because of the weather. But it seems like all the places that the liberals have decided to run, all the cities, all the major cities, like, all those cities are just turning to fucking shit. It sucks. Like, I really wish that weren't true, you know? Because that's crazy. But it's like, well, that's highly coincidental, you know? Every place run by a Democrat ends up running itself into the fucking ground. I mean, I don't understand, like, how people can't see that. But I don't understand how people can't see that live there. But I guess maybe they're not facing it. Maybe they're on drugs, or they're like at the fancy Hollywood parties, or, you know, I don't know. But I do know that's really selfish, though. And they get on to conservatives for being selfish because they think that we're just like individualists that don't give a fuck about like poor people and shit. That's not how I am. I mean, I help out people whenever I can. People have helped me out quite a bit, and I took advantage of that shit. And if you don't think that people are taking advantage of fucking, they're getting help, they're seeking help, they're constantly asking for help, I mean, that's the whole thing about it. I mean, if it ain't helping, it ain't helping. You know, so say you got somebody that you know that's like constantly needs money. They constantly need money because like they spend all of the money they make on fucking drugs. And like you constantly keep bailing them out. So if they go to jail, you bail them out of jail. If they need money, you give them money. If they need a place to stay, you give them a place to stay. If their significant other kicks them out, you know, you take care of them so they don't fall on their ass. Well, maybe they should fall on their ass. Maybe like you're preventing them from, you know, growing up. And doing that is just enabling them to keep behaving badly. It's just, I know a lot of people are in this situation right now. I know a lot of people have been in this situation before. I know that me personally, Amy Gross, like that's so gross, the aimless, I put my parents through that very situation. I put my friends through that very situation. I put my significant others through that very situation because I was a fucking piece of shit. And the thing is, when you're an addict, you behave like a fucking piece of shit, man. Yeah, I told myself a long time ago in regards to marijuana that like I couldn't behave like I used to. I was like, you cannot act like a drug addict. Well, drug addicts like will steal from you and lie to you and like there's a saying in Narcotics Anonymous, like, we won't just steal your wallet, we'll help you look for it. Yeah, addicts are just unbelievably good liars. Because they can put on a sob story like no other. Like this friend of mine that I've told you all about. He's on meth and heroin and all kinds of other fun shit. A bunch of goodies. Yeah, like he... Must be 5 o'clock, everybody's leaving. It's 5:04. A big fat whore. This guy used to date, he used to say shit like that. That's not me. That's not me being clever. That's somebody that I had sex with that was clever. I wonder what he's doing now. He's about to be taken out by the San Andreas Fault. He lives in Los Angeles. My friend Jesse lives in Los Angeles too. I don't know how the fuck they deal with that shit. I guess like their political beliefs are different from mine. They're less like isolationist, you know? Like I'm a very morbid, very out there, you know, like just leave me the fuck alone. I'll leave you the fuck alone, you leave me the fuck alone. Like I'm about as libertarian as you can get. Oh shit. And I prefer it that way. How much time we got? 20 minutes. Libertarianism is awesome because you take responsibility for your own life. And like that is the shit. Like people need to do that more. I think they'd be happier if they did that. Because then they know, you know, I made these mistakes. I have to own them and now I have to learn from them. And then once I do that, then I can, you know, hopefully improve my life somewhat. Well, it's like a lot of people just don't have that capacity because they just want to blame everybody else, or they just, I don't know, want to keep putting themselves in the same shit. And I always ask myself the question, like, you know, how am I doing that as well? Because I can definitely fucking do that. It's like, yeah, my friend, this dude, like, he's on all these drugs and like his wife's like tried so many times. It's just like she has to let go of this shit, you know? And she's raising his kids, like one of which ain't even hers. So, you know, she's gonna fight like hell for custody. Custody. Now, most of the time, you know, I usually think a bitch is lying, but at this point, he's the bitch that's lying. But it makes perfect sense because of the way he was raised. Technically, you know, he wasn't raised. And, you know, he's got really good people skills. So he uses that to his advantage so he can get what he wants. Until he falls. Like, until he really fucking hits the fucking pavement. He's just gonna keep on going until he fucking kills himself, you know? He's gonna lose everything in the process. It's just sad. Like, he'll probably be dead within a month. I'll keep you guys updated, but I hope that changes. I hope his predicament isn't anywhere as gloomy as I'm predicting. But I'm guessing I'm right. I'm usually right about shit. Not because I want to be, but just because, you know, it's just obvious the kind of decisions that people are going to make. It was really obvious, like, when he came back to work that he was going to get high again. You know, just like it was obvious that I was full of shit when I said I was going to stop. So, I'm just saying, man. There's all kinds of shit I know. It's so obvious. But I'm trying to make it work. We're all trying to make it work. It's just some stuff doesn't fucking work and we really want it to work. Like, I just spilled all these fucking pens. You alright. You alright, kiddo. You alright. What time is it? 5:09. Okay, I gotta go in now. Then I won't need a manager approval code in order to sign myself in, but you were so fucking crazy, dude. I know, man. It's fucking great. See, it's fun. It's fun to be nuts. It's just people just don't know what to think. It's okay, like, they don't know what to think anyway, which is why they trust the media. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. I think I just freaked somebody out. You're welcome. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun to be part of all that magic? Okay, goodbye.